Do you think you're going to live forever? There's so many people that think that they are, but they're not. One day, you and me, we're going to be worm food. And that's what we're going to talk about this week on the Fourth Magi. This week in the Gospel, Jesus starts off telling us about two events that happened in his time that were tragic, that involved the loss of life of many people, but locals were interpreting the events and the tragedy of the events as God punishing them. And Jesus says, no. But if you don't repent, if you don't change your ways, change your behaviors, change your choices, you're going to die just like them. You're going to die, period. And it's going to be tragic because death in the spiritual world is worse than death in the physical world. That's the point that Jesus is trying to make. And then he tells a parable about a landowner who sees that one of his fig trees is not producing any fruit, no figs. And so he decides, you know what, this tree is wasting the soil, we might as well just chop it down. But the gardener just says that, you know what, let's give the tree one more year. And then if there's no figs produced, then we'll chop it down. So the fig tree has gotten a reprieve by the gardener for 1 year. And then they're going to have to revisit it. And so there's time for the planting of fertilizer and other things to re-nutrient the soil, and maybe the tree will produce fruit within that year. But as the deal goes, if there's no fruit, they're going to chop it down. And the point of that little parable is, for us, like, if we're not producing any fruit in our lives, you know, we're just going to have it chopped down. We're going to be chopped down ourselves. That's the point of it, okay? But we don't know how much time we've been given on this earth. But imagine, if you will, that you were given 1 year left. You have 1 year left in your life. And my experience tells me that 1 year can go in the blink of an eye. It goes very quickly. And there are many people that are given 1 year to live, and it happens quite fast. And so in this third week of Lent, we are called to reflect upon our lives. What kind of fruit are we producing in our lives? And are we producing any fruit? Can anybody look at our lives and say, wow, look at how merciful, kind, gentle, compassionate, loving, and forgiving he is, or she is? That's the fruit that Jesus is asking us to produce in our lives. Because I have seen many people who have been given time and they waste it. I've seen people have their lives cut down so young, or even if it's 70 years, but they didn't do anything with that time. And so basically, as Jesus says, that time is wasted. So one day, our time is going to run out. And if it ran out today, what kind of fruit have we produced? What is Jesus going to say to us about our lives if today is the day that we have to give an accounting of our lives to Jesus? That's the reflection for this week of Lent. Good luck, and God bless.